everybody. I'll change the thumbnail when I finish this stream. But hi, I'm out. I'm out for a walk. How are we all? I don't do live streams that often. They don't do particularly well. I'm not very well. That's why I'm sat down in the middle of a field. I came out for a walk because I'm not very well, and I need to do something rather than lie down. So and it's worked in the past. So I thought I'll go for a walk. If I put you down there, does it work? I thought I could talk. Ooh, that's rubbish. So this is my tripod. I'm using the ground. Hello. I hope you're well. I've remembered something. Live chat. There we go. Just because I remember before that loads of people were chatting and I wasn't seeing your messages. It was very awkward. I hope you're well. It's been a minute since I've spoken. I don't know. I can't remember when the last time I actually chatted to my audience. I really don't. It's been a very long time. In fact, the last time I remember doing a live stream update was here. I'm not going to move you. I was going to pick you up and move you but I'm in a perfect place. Apologies for all the lighting. I'm outside. I've realised also my top button's undone. I am this side. This isn't that kind of channel. Yeah, I hope you're well. I thought I'd do a bit of I did actually start filming this video. I went on for about 15 minutes. And then I went, hang on a minute, why don't I just do this as a live stream? Because it's as live anyway, so I'll do it as a live stream, and then I get to chat with you. Because I actually got to a point where I was like, I want to interact with you more. I want to interact with my audience more. And yeah, that's pretty much it, really. And so I thought, why don't I do it as a live stream? Going on to that, I do comment if you're watching this, because no one's watching at the moment, which is really depressing. This is why I don't do live streams, because it's just like I'm just sitting here and no one's to talk to me, and it's like, well, yeah, I don't know. Hello, we're back. Sorry, I was just sitting in the stream out. Yeah, so I thought I'd chat about stuff really, and kind of ramble on and talk about the channel and things that are coming, things that are done. Stuff to come. This Sunday I'm going to Chessington. I'm going back to Chessington. Last time we went was 2022, and the Chessington stuff actually has done really well for the channel. In fact, the most popular video on the channel is from Chessington, from the Chessington vlog. It's the Room on the Broom video. Thank you for all the love on that. And I do intend to re-record that because I'm actually not happy with that video. So I do intend to re-record that. Will it look like I'm scraping the barrel to remake the things? Yes, it will. I'm fully aware of that. So there's a car out there. Yeah, sorry. Yes. Yes, we're going to Chessington on Sunday. That doesn't mean there won't be an upload on Sunday. It's going to be a few days later with the Chessington vlog. There is already a video scheduled for next Sunday. It is the next Living with a Rabbit, and possibly the finale. It's probably the last one. I was filming it and I thought, I was struggling to come up with material, and I thought, right, I don't want to do this. As much as I will always agree, the first one is the best by a long way. The second one is good. I think the second one is good, and I think the third one's good. But I think it's done. I think that thing is done. I did have a possibility of a way of continuing it after this, but I just felt I didn't want to scrape the barrel. If I think of another idea and want to do it again, I will, but I'm not making any promises that there'll be another one. To be honest, I don't think anyone was expecting a sequel in the first place, so that was that. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, so that's coming out. I hope you're enjoying a lot more Harvo content, because there was nothing last year based in the world of Harvo. It was called the World of Harvo. Now it's called Harvo TV. There's a whole playlist called Harvo TV. It's all the show business based stuff, the world building, which is something I really enjoy, and there's something called the Harvo Verse, as I've called it. That's the best name I could come up with. which is like my version of the MCU but with Harvo stuff. That has a playlist, and that's all mainly the story based stuff. But Harvo TV is virtually everything Harvo, not absolutely everything, but yeah. Yeah, so you can go watch that. Next year there will be less of it. There will be some, but I've decided. I realised like fairly recently this channel's called The Magic of Harvo, and there's hardly any magic on it. So I'm going to be filming. I want to get this year done. Not in a kind of I think I've done for this year. I've got lots what I want to do this year. I'm just every year I kind of like to set myself what I want this year to be, rather than I always see the new year as a bit of a refresh on the channel, a restart, a reset, so to speak. So that's what that is. Yes. So last year was getting through it, being alive by the end of it, and just being ill. Originally, we were going to be celebrating the 20th anniversary of my show career. There was going to be a 20th anniversary special. I had lots planned, all of which just couldn't happen because of my illness, because it was unpredictable, and we didn't know what was wrong. So nothing. That's why I bought Living with the Rabbit back. I thought, let's give you a treat. And yeah, so yeah, I hope you've really liked those, like the videos. So that was that. The year before, what year was it? It was 2022. I can't remember what the theme was for 2022 at all. I cannot remember what it was. 2021 was documentaries and cinematics and kind of making it feel like a TV channel, which is how I kind of treat this. And I still look back and think 2021 was a cracking year. It was such a good year. I think it was. I remember because I agree. 2020 I was not on form. 2020 I thought I was dreadful. I thought it was genuinely one of the worst. My content output was just awful. Because of lockdown, I was like, I don't know, and I was burnt out, and I just, but I thought it was dreadful. And then 2021, I kind of saw that and thought, right, you need to up your game. You need to put some more effort in, and I feel like I did. And those videos still crop up from time to time, and I think 2022 is a continuation of 2021. If I'm very much, I remember watching, because I look back at my videos and go, oh yeah, and then 2022 just kind of carries on the trend, I feel. And 2023 I got ill, so 2023 was a bit of a pause, and 2024 is me trying to get back on my feet. 2025, I hope it's back. I'm back on the game, back on hopefully top form. I hope you have enjoyed the content. I admit, I look back at some of my videos and think it could be better. Like, I think the Bewley vlog could have been better. I think the Netley Marsh one could have been way better. Yeah, really. I think there was a lot more going on. I'm also aware that, the channel, because of me vlogging, one of the things is me talking to myself, like I'm doing now. I have no one to collab with. I don't collab much, and I don't want to just collab with someone for the sake of collabing. As much as I've got friends who will do acting and stuff like that that have all said they'd love to, which is great, but I don't have any other. I don't actually have any YouTuber friends or friends that do YouTube, or that I'm aware of anyway, or that you would want. I think want to. So that's I want to do more collabs, but then that means I either meet up with them or they meet up with me. It's a bit of a faff. I definitely want to do more collabing, because obviously the vlogs are getting old. I've been doing the same thing now for a very long time, which I'll get onto, because next year, ladies and gentlemen, the channel is 15 years old next year, and it'll be 10 years since I went, let's give this YouTube channel a go. And I remember thinking that, and I remember the really early days. So next year it's going to be about me. It's going to be a me. It's going to be, that's what it's going to be next year. It's going to be a me year. It still be, there'll still be the stand-up. There'll be vlogs. There'll be that, but there will be some talky stuff. I'm going to talk about do my YouTube story. I'll do stuff like that. I have a few little kind of, they're a kind of set of mini videos coming. Because like I said, this is called The Magic of Harvo, and there's never any magic on it unless it's a YouTube short. There was actually last Halloween going to be a kind of special, and it had a whole plan. They still exist because it might happen, and it was going to have a cameraman, and it was a big stunt. It was a magic stunt. And I was really happy with the idea. I had the props, I had everything ready to go, and then the cameraman dropped out. And I went, I'm in trouble here. So, it didn't happen. But I'm very content with that. So, really. I'm at a point now with the channel, where I feel like I want to say it's on its last legs. The channel's ratings have not been doing well. I make no bones about it. I have noticed the channel is really struggling, and it's got to a point when I'm like, something needs to change or I'm in trouble. Now, my show business stuff, and I count this YouTube channel as part of my shows. I never used to. I used to separate it. That's why the channel used to be called Harvey Wood, which is my real name. Now it's called The Magic of Harvo, because I always used to say it was, but it never was. I was like, well, why don't you? Anyway, beside the point, going off topic. I've gone so off topic, I can't remember what I was talking about. I was talking about views, wasn't I? And I know this is a YouTuber me talking about views and moaning that the views aren't doing particularly well. And I was talking about shows. That's it. I remember now. Shows cost me money to do, and I have got to a point when I have to start making the difficult decisions, and YouTube will probably have to be one of them. Or it will be, because I pay for all the software, because I did a media course, for anyone who doesn't know, from 2015 to 2018, and I was trained on a certain software. They train you that you have to use this software. So the problem is that software is industry standard, and it's very expensive monthly. So that is why you get the filler videos. That is why you get that. That is why I really push the Patreon. And I know, and I hear you when I hear complaints of how constant the Patreon promos, like in the videos I've been shooting lately, there haven't been any Patreon promos, deliberately. Instead, I've done it within the video, and I'm filming a kind of, I had an idea for a kind of jokey advert for it, which will hopefully come out in the next few weeks. So yeah, basically, subscribe to the Patreon or the channel goes, or subscribe to the channel, share the channel like mad. I'm trying to come up with ways to get the channel up in the ratings, and yeah, so please do. I've got lots of content ideas that I want to pursue. Going on to Halloween then. Halloween is my favourite time of the year, and I always try and push something, and it was about 2 years ago when I went, right, I'm going all out for Halloween. 2023 I couldn't because I was ill, and I I'm aware that all I do is Fright Nights, and I just think this is getting repetitive because, you know, there's the Thorpe Park trip we did, which I deliberately tried to shorten because we just did a Fright Nights vlog a few months before, and I thought, why don't I do Reese, who I went with, invited me, and I thought, well, yeah, I love Thorpe Park, so I went, and then but I remember thinking, right, this vlog has got to be shorter. I do think I still have the videos going to be an hour long, brain on. And so I deliberately cut loads from that vlog. I think we had about half an hour. It was originally half an hour, and I went, right, I'm cutting it down to the raw bits of video, which is what I very nearly did. Anyway, and I am looking at going to Thorpe Park again in a couple of weeks. Hopefully in the next few weeks, in fact, because of Hyperia. Because I want to go on Hyperia separately, a separate thing. We could even do a Friday Night's construction update, which is something I don't really do construction updates, and then I could do Friday Nights and focus on the Friday Nights. I'll probably do, and the vlog can focus primarily on the Friday Night stuff rather than we're doing Hyperia as well. So I don't want to overload the vlog. So I am looking at doing Thorpe Park hopefully this month or very early next month. Which will be really nice. I really hope I can do it. If I can't, plop. But we've got Chesington coming up, and there may even be some Halloween stuff there. I may even try and do Halloween at Chesington. That'll be quite nice, because I do like Chesington at Halloween, but that is primarily for the kids. And I am 25, and I don't care. I would love to go, but whatever. Unless because a lot of my friends have kids, unless they want to go and don't mind me vlogging with me there, then maybe, whatever. Anyway, so what my original plan was, going back to Halloween, is to do other Halloween events. And I thought of this last year, but then obviously I was ill and I couldn't ever commit to anything. And I thought, right, next year you are doing other Halloween events. However, all the Halloween events I've researched, and I'm not kidding when I say all, aren't happening this year. They're all taking a break. And I was like, what? Why are you doing this? So no word of a lie, they're not happening. I'm like, right, what am I going to do here then? I'm going to pick you up. Let's just change things up. Look, this is where I am. And my phone is, how close is it to death? Oh, it's nearly dying, so I have got to wrap this up. Yeah, they're all just not happening. There was one in the New Forest that looked really good. Not happening. There's one on the Isle of Wight. Not happening. However, there is another one on the Isle of Wight that's teasing it might be coming back, but I haven't confirmed it. They said, we might come back this year. That's all they've said, and they've announced nothing since. Yeah, that's kind of it, really. What else? There is Tully's. I think it's Tully Shocktoberfest, which I am looking at doing. I thought, that might look quite nice. And as I said, Chesington maybe. Tully's is probably the likely one, and the Isle of Wight one's the likely one. There is one at Hailing Island, which is a ticketed event, and there's a fireworks display, which kind of looks a bit clunky, which would be good. I think would be quite good fun. So I might try that and give that a go. Go. But yeah, what I plan to do for Halloween has literally been thrown back in my face. But I'm going to try and add more, and because I will be doing Friday Nights. There will definitely be another. I'm actually intending on going twice this year, because of last year not going particularly well, because of it was a really bad day, that one. Not because of Friday Nights, because of the guests. It was genuinely dreadful. Stitches, the new maze, I haven't made a judgment. I've basically edited it out in my head, not because it was horrible, but because I had such a poor run through because of people mucking about in there, and I was just like, rather frustrated. I still am really frustrated that Survival Games was the best one because Reese was in it, or Reese Poos as I kept calling him in the vlog. He is actually going back this year. Oh, he's auditioned. I don't know if he's got in yet. I think he's auditioned. He has auditioned. I nearly auditioned this year, actually. I was like, I might do it. I might do it next year. That's my plan. I intend to possibly try and audition next year. Possibly. I don't know what I'm going to do for content-wise. I don't know what I'll be allowed to. Yeah. Anything else to talk about? Not Patreon. I've already talked about Patreon. Harvo-based stuff. So I know that's me, but like the stories, the Harvo show, Nate stuff, Flopper stuff, Gizmo stuff. Obviously, as I said, there's a Living with a Rabbit coming out in the next few weeks, and this is probably going to be the last one. I do intend to do more of it. We had the YouTube shorts of Nate's Joke Friday, which was a thing I started on the Facebook and Instagram, the Harvo Entertainment Facebook and Instagram page, and they've been doing quite well. But I was like, they're getting samey now, so let's do a live action one, and they're doing dreadfully. They're doing well on other social medias apart from this one, my main one. Upload schedules. I have been going weekly. Some of you may have noticed. Pretty much. I thought I'm gonna have to put you back down again because I'm tired. Let's close my legs. I'm not pregnant. Anyway. Weekly uploads. I did it for many years, and in 2022 I decided this can't continue as weekly because I felt like the channel was at a point. I was at a stagnant point. The channel has become stagnant, and it's been pointed out to me. Now, one of the actual ideas that's been thrown around was I am debating this, was start up a new channel and re-upload my content there. Now, I don't know whether or not I'm actually going to go ahead and do this. I've been debating whether or not to do another channel and separate stuff, so have one primarily for the Harvo-verse, as I've called it, or Harvo TV. That's been thrown around. And maybe even a theme park one. There was talks ages ago of setting up a theme park channel, and then this channel be kind of used as a hub. But I don't know whether or not I'm going to do that. I do sense another break, but longer than a month is coming. But not this year. So don't worry about that. I might do February and March off next year, or January and February maybe. I don't know, or something, or maybe have something pre-filmed, like a series of something in January, but take time off. Not worry about it, and then take complete time off in February. That is something I'm debating, because I kind of feel like I have to. It's just my enthusiasm for YouTube has gone. I love creating content. I've got the habit, but it's like one of those things of it's not doing well. As I said, ratings are genuinely dreadful at the moment, and like I said, it is going to be soon time for me to start going right. Difficult decision time. But you never know. Hopefully something happens. I was originally holidays. Now I haven't been on a holiday with the channel for a long time. I haven't been on holiday in general. I've done, because where I work, I've gone on trips. I've not been able to vlog those, but I say work, I volunteer, but I'm a scout leader for anyone who doesn't know, and I won't talk about that too much because I'd probably get told off for mentioning that I am one. But I obviously go on like camps and stuff like that, and the stress of that a few months ago, because I went for a permit. We won't go into that. I probably said too much, but I've been away with those, and I haven't done those. I've not vlogged those. I've taken my cameras with me to do photography and stuff, but I've never vlogged it because I wouldn't be allowed, and that's a whole kettle of fish that I'm just like, you know what? I'm not even going to jump in that. But it is always good fun. I do like those. Anyway, I originally was in talks about doing a holiday. There was a holiday happening. Unfortunately, it had to be cancelled because of budget. That's primarily it. It was like, this is going to cost too much, and no one wanted to go and do what I wanted to do. Some wanted to go, but they didn't want to do this, and I was just like, well, no then. So it fell apart, unfortunately. Now, next year, I really do want to do a holiday. My doctors have told me I need a holiday. I need a break from my normal routine. So I'm in real need of some kind of boost, really, mentally and physically as well would be nice. Going on to physically, actually, I did film a gym vlog on my phone. I deleted the footage because I filmed on my phone and it was dreadful. So if you do want a gym vlog, I very much doubt there'll be one unless I can come up with a way of doing things. Yeah, vlogging. I do a lot of vlogging. I'm fully aware that it is Vlogfest so far this year. I don't really mind that, to be honest. That's not a complaint. I really enjoy the vlogs. I have learned that my big bulky camera, which I haven't got with me unfortunately, but obviously because why would I, unfortunately is just too bulky, and I'm like, this needs to check. This can't happen. And it's also quite zoomed in. Like if you watch I don't know if I included the footage in the Bewley vlog. I went, oh, it's zoomed in, but oh no, it's not zoomed in. It's zoomed. Yeah, it was a bit weird actually. So I am exploring getting a new camera. I found my old vlogging camera from many, many years ago, my first proper camera. It's fallen to pieces. It's unusable. And I've obviously got Digicam as well, but that isn't the greatest vlogging camera either. So I've eyed a camera up, and I do like it. I just want to know the channel is under the right thing at the moment. Anyway, I am going to skedaddle. I've spoken for long enough. I can't think of anything else to say. Do comment below what you want to see on the channel. And do let me know if the things you don't like, things you do like, things you want to see less of, things you want to see more of. I do want to do more live streams. There was going to be these stream idea I had because it's... Oh yeah, that reminds me. Next year, I have remembered something, finally. Next year is the 10th anniversary of me deciding to take the channel seriously, and the channel will be 15 years old. So next year I do intend to do something with it. So it's going to be about me. As I said, it's called The Magic of Arvo, and I've got some ideas with that. And yeah, and then I also would like to try these legacy streams. Now I've spoken about these before. These are ways of, because the channel, there's so much, there's 500 videos on the channel. I think there's even more than that on the channel. And I thought no one's going to go back and watch those. So I thought, why don't I do a live stream where we watch some of the best videos and just look back? So I'm going to do a trial run of it. We're going to do a legacy stream. So, and I'm going to try and maybe put it up as a vote. Of what your favourite videos are, and we'll do a legacy stream, and then we'll watch them together, and we'll talk about them, and we'll discuss things, and that'll hopefully come out in the next... well, that'll be in the new year. That'll be a new year thing, and like I said, I have actually got intentions of filming like a Netflix comedy special. Obviously not for Netflix, for here, but there is actually one now on the Gumroad store, so if you do want a Punch and Judy one, yeah, anyway, I'm going to go. I've been going on for about half an hour now. I'm going to head home and go to bed because I'm very not well. And also try and maybe drink a bit more and maybe eat something. Anyway, I hope you're well. I hope to see you in a future video or a future upload. I hope you enjoyed the content. Sunday, 3 p.m, that's when I upload. I'm trying weekly. I'm probably going to revert back to twice weekly, because I did that for a little while and I preferred that and I felt that was more creative. But yeah, I will see you soon with another video, whenever that will be. I do not know. It's going to be somewhere next week. Actually, I don't know. I do when there is a video. That's whatever. Beside the point. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.